first sack of his NFL career.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. That's taken it around the 40. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll go up the middle with Wright. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, but no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Probably
every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route right away. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's
gonna get that, babe?
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On play action, Allen. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England's offense set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Catch and a first down from Parker, who you might remember was dealt in division to the Patriots from Miami before last season. Settled into his role as the team's deep threat, averaging over 17 yards per reception.
They go play action here on first down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now Jones. Throwing on first down. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carter is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
Parker's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Quickly to Addison here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Cook running right. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Again, it's Cook. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Fant. For that, good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Patriots 7.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people that will put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And Cook has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start by zooming out to Santa Clara. Arizona in town to face San Francisco, and it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Bryce Young, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jordan Love, a touchdown pass in the victory. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. White, he'll try the left side. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively,
That goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are back within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Patriots 14.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now that'll be caught by Sam. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. White running to the left. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Marcus Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 114 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. White again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 14-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Pharaoh Brown from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
17.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Addison hauls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 11, 2:24 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From midfield, here's Allen. Slant route, and he's got Addison. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Allen's throw is complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen. He gets it to Addison. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for New England, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year.
One sec.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Robert Spillane, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
One sec, bro. Bro, I just waited on you for like an hour.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Herbert on 3rd down now, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G. Last year, when he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 78 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a fair catch called for, made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st down, Justin Herbert finds Gibbs on a check down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's out right at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. More from L.A. in a moment. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert back to the air. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the numbers for Andrews last week: 6 catches, 56 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down, Jacobs once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because
because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyree Wilson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So his 1st sack of the game, but CD, not his 1st of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Hooper. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line
and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side is Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. To throw is Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. No gain on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Russell Wilson, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Bryce Young, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 33, here's second down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot, the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Las Vegas paid a steep price to acquire Adams from Green Bay last offseason, and yet they got their money's worth from him in 2022. NFL best 14 receiving touchdowns, over 1,500 yards, and a well-deserved third straight All-Pro selection.
They run straight ahead here with White, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now second and 9. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion, Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Herbert on first down now. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Lockett, the man in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the drive with White. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, they'll run with White. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? First down, here's White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 35. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. That one taken in by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That one complete to Hill. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd down and 6 now. Herbert now. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Raiders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't take you back after you order down. Which one? I'm serious. Well, how do you want me to get home to you? Huh? You want me to hike my skirt up on the mountain? That'll be the first time. Do you have a child, Jamie? Yeah. God gave you a boy? You have my room cut out of me? God gave you a boy? Yes, you got blue hair and can't be managed. Yes. So coming. Stop! Taking you to that clinic is the greatest regret of my life. All the awful shit that you've done in your 45 years on this planet, your dad is really saying something. What did you mean? Of course he did! But the whole fucking thing is not fucking you! Yeah. That is more like somebody knows about this. Oh, I won't tell me. Take him from me. He will rob me of part of your king. You know that he deserves better than me. Next time you see him, you can kiss him goodbye because he's a beautiful dog. Actually, I just got out of jail. When they let you out, they just let you out. There's no phone call to a friend or bus ticket. Just, let you out on the street. Seems an unfair policy for one who was clearly having trouble coping with society. Don't you think?
Definitely creates additional challenges, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Love him. My God's accident.
Not good.
Right. Mine's going to Germany now. You didn't tell anybody. We'll let them solve problems.
Get closer.
This is as close as we want to stay.
How was jail?
I'm not stressed.
You know, I got a long time with it.
And longer.
You have to show them nothing. In most control. Find something.
One sec. I'm starting the simulation of Bloom's game.
National Football League on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Howell back to pass. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Eagles come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Shutting through the defense. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look out.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Doubt's somebody who can turn any catch into a big play. That's why Washington took him 16th overall in 2022, and that's what he showed in a strong rookie season. Expect a big jump for him in year 2.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give up the middle to Gibson. Powers, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Howell. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Mo Alley Cox from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over at that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now we'll throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. He's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelsey. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think, yeah.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Washington offense set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st down, Howell. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now down to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Turner. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On second down, a run with Gibson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Hurts throw into the hands of McLaurin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Second down, Howell now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And a brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and get his level rest.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On the counter, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell from the gun. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the Commanders' 38-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Washington first down.
Powell throwing on first down here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Powell's throw taken in by Pringle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And And the Commanders' first down.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Powell's throw and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. 88 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 21, and here's second down and 3. Here's Howell to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Out on the left side. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st down, Hurts. This one caught by Kittle. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Washington offense heading out. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Hal to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, 45 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 74 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Flush to his right. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just one word. When you say summer, are you referring to the season? Or that area you could see the star somewhere?
We're not working out here for a few days.
The schedule is supposed to be full, so
Clear out that. Any question?
work with the ranch for a few days, understood. Would you be opposed to moving some meetings here?
Yeah.
So you're saying,
No more meetings.
you mean like no meetings?
I don't mean like anything. I mean, cancel the meetings that are scheduled. That's scheduled anymore. It's not like a plan.
It's like the opposite of what the governor said, that's what we'll do.
We're a big part of that. A lot of news crew out to the ranch. Show the world who we are. What we do.
We call those mesh,
Who knows?
manufactured events for medical purposes. Can I put together a guest list? You could get through 2 weeks worth of meetings in one afternoon.
Maybe, you're trying to hit me.
Think about it.
Drink this.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding the situation correctly. You gave your girlfriend currency.
She's not my girlfriend. And I did not give her clemency to commute her sentence. She finishes out under house arrest.
You're a hound.
Well, she doesn't have a house in Montana. And I do.
At any age, she must be having some problems with so distraught.
This fucking state is so tied up in lawsuits over multi-million license. Parked and saved routes that can't get her out. They can cross the road. And I don't understand